Hello and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Aileen Senpai. I'm a streamer on Twitch, an amateur singer, and a lover of all kinds of music. Now, just this week, I started my journey down the Slipknot rabbit hole with Duality and The Devil and I. I was very much impressed with Corey Taylor's voice, and y'all were begging me to try out Snuff. I'm so excited because this is an acoustic setting, and I already am a huge fan of Corey Taylor. I think his voice is just absolutely incredible, and I want to see how this translates, just without all of the aggression and angst. I want to see what he really sounds like, and I already know it's going to be incredible. But before I get started, I do want to give a huge thank you to the Maggot Army for being so warm and welcoming me, and to my, journey with Slipknot. Y'all have been so incredibly kind in my comments and given me so many amazing suggestions. I'm very excited to go through all of Slipknot's discography with you guys and fall in love with them just as much as y'all are. Now, before I get started with today's video, I do want to let you know, if you like what you see here, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss another Slipknot reaction ever again. So with that being said, let's get started with Corey Taylor, Snuff.
I'm gonna play you a very heavy song for me. It's just hard to get through, so I'm obviously gonna need all the help I can get on this. Are you ready? Bury all your secrets in my skin. Come away with innocence. Leave me with my sins. The air around me still feels like a cage. Love is just a camouflage. No one resembles rage. So if you love me, let me go. Run away before I know. My heart is just too dark to care. I can't destroy what is in there. Deliver me into my fate. If I'm alone, I cannot hate. I don't deserve to have you. My smile was taken long ago. If I can change, I hope I'll never know.
Before we get into the next verse, that was already getting me a little. I did read the lyrics beforehand, because I didn't know what to expect. I wanted to be able to understand it. That way, when I did hear Corey sing it, it would come two and two would come together. But that was getting me really emotional. You could just tell that he sings from a place of emotion. He sings with intention, and that's something that is really easy to pick up on. You can tell if someone is singing from experience, and obviously the song is about heartbreak and love and desperation, and it is very frustrating sometimes when things aren't working out and you just feel really hopeless and helpless, and that really resonated with me. Unfortunately, we pretty much all have felt that feeling before, and I definitely was, I needed this in my last heartbreak. I feel like this would have saved me. But it's just interesting how musicians write songs. It's more like they write poetry, a way to put their heart out on paper and give it to other people. Hopefully they can find solace and comfort in it as well. And it's therapeutic, and songwriting is its own form of therapy, and Corey's voice is just so incredibly beautiful. I knew it was going to be amazing because from what I heard in The Devil and I could tell he had not just a gritty voice, he had a beautiful singing voice as well. And just with the acoustics in his voice, it's just very emotional, and you can just tell like the passion and the pain exuding through his vocal cords. And I already feel like I'm going to be crying, so if you see me cry in the other half of the song, no, you did not. But that was already making me feel so much, because we we all unfortunately can, put ourselves in his shoes and kind of resonate with the meaning behind those lyrics. But I think I'm ready for the rest. But wow, so far, wow, Corey is incredible, and I'm scared and excited for the rest. So let's just continue with the rest of the song.
I still press your letters to my lips, cherish them in parts of me, savor every kiss. I couldn't face a life without your light. All of that was ripped apart when you refused to fight. So save your breath, I will not care. I think I made it very clear. You couldn't hate enough to love. Is that supposed to be enough? I only wish you were my friend. Then I could hurt you in the end. I never claimed to be a saint. My own was banished long ago. It took the death of us to let you go. So break yourself against my stones and spit your pity in my soul. You never needed any help. You sold me out to save yourself, and I won't listen to your shame. You ran away, you're all the same. Angels lie to keep control. My love was punished long ago. If you still get on, never let me know. You still get on, never let me know.
Wow. That was beautiful. That was really beautiful. I can tell he had his moments when he was, you could just tell the way he was singing certain things, especially certain lines, certain verses were a little hard to listen to because they kind of stab you. They kind of, hit a little bit too close to home because, we've all been through that, whether it's relationships or friendships, we've all unfortunately gone through heartbreak, love, and loss. And, it's the unfortunate part of life. But at the same time, it's a really beautiful part of life because, if it wasn't for grief, that means we didn't truly love. And we pretty much learn from those heartbreaks. And I'm, really, really thankful that they made a song like this. I believe, is this a Slipknot original? And then Corey did it in an acoustic version. I think that's what I was seeing. I didn't want to look at the Slipknot version. I was very confused at whose song it was, but I know Corey is obviously the lead singer of Slipknot, and I thought this, rendition was just so incredibly beautiful. It was so emotional, so raw, so vulnerable, and you can just tell just the way he was singing. You can tell like those words were just like ripping apart, ripping him, apart in the inside. And the way he was singing was with intention and passion and emotion. And some of those words were a little bit more aggressive than the others. You could just tell maybe those are the ones that hurt a little bit more. But that's the beauty of music is you want to be able to feel it because someone else can cover this song and sing it normally, but when you feel that emotion, it really resonates with you as well, and honestly shatters your heart all over again. Like I was feeling great, and all of a sudden now I'm feeling his pain, and it's like I became an empath for 4 minutes and 32 seconds, which is such a powerful thing that vocalists can do just by singing with intention. And that was so good. That was so beautiful. His voice is so incredibly, gritty, but at the same time, it feels like gold. Like there's, gold coating in his vocal cords. Every time something comes out, it just feels so rich and, buttery and smooth. and you kind of just like fall apart. You crumble to your knees. Like I feel like Corey Taylor's voice can, bring the weakest, man to his knees just by how beautiful it sounds and just how powerful it is. He has such a way to, captivate an audience, whether it's, through this song or on Slipknot. When he's on stage, he embodies, it's like he's an alter ego of himself when he has his mask. And then here it was just his raw, vulnerable side, which is so nice to see that difference. But, even though this was acoustic and this was just, him and his guitar, you still felt like he was commanding that audience. Everybody in that audience was probably, just mesmerized by his voice, mesmerized by his, presence. And that's something that is really rare. Not a lot of people can command an audience like that. And I want to hear more of it because I just felt like I was watching, not listening to a song, but I was, watching an experience, and it really overwhelmed me, but in the most beautiful way possible. And I'm a huge fan. After I listened to Duality, I was just an instant fan, and I'm here for all of this. I want to hear everything Corey Taylor has done because that voice is magic, and I want that experience to just wash over me again and again, whether it's through solo stuff or with Slipknot. So please recommend me your favorite Corey Taylor or Slipknot songs. I would love to take a listen to them with you guys because this is amazing. This is magic, and it's beautiful, and I love it so much. But other than that, if you would like to talk music or, watch me play games, I do stream on Twitch every Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I also have a lovely Discord community. Y'all are more than welcome to join. But other than that, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another Slipknot or Corey Taylor reaction ever again. But other than that, I'll be back tomorrow with some more music. You all take care of yourselves, and I'll see you very soon. Until next time, I love you so much. Bye!